NFL players do more than just play football. They secretly work normal jobs. From Odell Beckham being a crossing guard.
What you need, sir?
To Tom Brady answering phones.
Telemarketing's a cool job.
One NFL player even travels into outer space.
Go! Yeah!
There's a lot of jobs players work, and starting with J.J. Watt, where he's secretly been working at, has girls begging for his sausage.
Did somebody order an extra large sausage?
Oh, yeah, we sure did.
Now, alright, before things got that wild, JJ was just a college boy at the time, given football as everything to hopefully one day get paid for that. But he was also forced to work as a pizza boy so he could afford life while chasing his dream.
You're at Central Michigan, you're playing tight end, and all of a sudden you're gone. You're out of football. What happened to you?
So from January until June, I worked at Pizza Hut and went to a local college there in Waukesha.
Tell me about that 10-year-old kid when you dropped that pizza off at the house.
I delivered the pizza to his door, and he knew me. I could tell he was a little football playing kid. And he looked at me and he said, "Mom, J.J. Watt's here." And then I said, "I have your pizza." And he looked back at his mom like, "Mom, why is J.J. Watt delivering my pizza? He's the guy on TV." And I went back to my car, and it was one of those moments that relit the flame inside of me.
Now, alright, working with Pizza Hut definitely ain't the worst thing in the world, cuz everything on their menu's unbelievable. I'd know. But for JJ, getting recognized while delivering pizzas was motivation enough for him to never want to work a normal job again. It pushed him to take his football career to a new level, which not only got him into the NFL, it pushed him to become a star there as well. But little did JJ know, he'd end up working his normal job again. Cause after going pro, people found out about the pizza expertise on his resume, so he got invited to star in pizza commercials. He'd surprise fans by delivering pizzas to their house, and JJ's deliveries really got out of hand when girls begged for him to drop off some sausage.
Did somebody order an extra large sausage?
Oh, yeah, we sure did.
So that'll be $10.
Oh, but we don't have any money. Is there any other way we can pay for all the sausage?
I mean, I guess there's one thing you could do.
Hold up. So being a pizza boy can get you laid and paid? Yo, it's FieldFlix. Y'all hiring?
Hello. Lame ass, old ass Chrysler.
But working at a pizza place definitely ain't as wild as the NFL player who works in space. And he also plays a little football out there as well, cause dude was a football star first. This is Leland Melvin, a man who was a college football GOAT, which eventually led him to getting drafted to the NFL. But even though here's where he was destined for greatness, it didn't take long for him to get hurt many times. As devastating as that was, Leland actually took this as a sign to retire from the NFL and chase another true love. So he set himself a goal to one day leave Earth. He started studying to become a scientist and got even better at that than football. So he got an opportunity to work at NASA, the biggest space program ever, almost instantly. Here's where he began researching new projects and even helped build parts for rockets. But Leland's main goal was to get in on the action by doing something out of this world. He applied to fly in one of his own creations and become an astronaut, got to work training like other astronauts by practicing missions underwater to simulate how objects move in space, and eventually he was qualified enough to blast off.
3, 2, 1, and lift off of Space Shuttle Atlantis.
Leland officially became the first NFL player to ever go to space, and not only did he celebrate his adventures out there by sometimes playing football, he relived his NFL experience in space by doing their ceremonial coin toss, and sometimes he'd even eat weird food, like when he accidentally choked on a space snack.
You got it. Woo, almost on the lens. I know.
It seemed like he damn near loved being out there more than on our planet, because he spent years taking many trips with his crew. But most importantly, Leland not only did all this because he wanted to chase his dreams, he just wanted to inspire everybody on Earth by proving that sky's not the limit. Now listen, not every NFL player's normal job is so deep. Von Miller quit the NFL just to become a geek.
You're the Super Bowl MVP. Why are you filling out a job application?
I'm a geek. I've always wanted to join the squad.
And not long after admitting that, Best Buy tweeted back at him saying, "After carefully reviewing your application, we'd like to welcome you to join Geek Squad." So Von proudly traded in his NFL jersey for a suit and tie.
I'm Von Miller, and I got a new uniform.
And had to be sworn into the squad to officially receive his badge to start working.
Do you, Von Miller, promise to respect and uphold the Geek Squad name in service of our clients?
I do.
Congratulations. Welcome to our ranks.
Von worked in stores where he greeted customers as they walked into his section, answer questions about new technology, and even help people set up their computers. Those weren't his only jobs there, though. All Geek Squad employees are allowed to drive around in some geeky-ass cars like these as well, and Vaughn was no exception. He'd show off his crazy whip game when he pulled up to people's houses to fix their electronics.
And I'm here with a man that's as geeky as I am, Nate Bauer, top dog at the Geek Squad.
All right, Vaughn, we gotta get to work. Let's go.
And after helping some customers, Geek Squad noticed how good of an agent Vaughn really was, so they created a commercial promoting Geek Squad for the world to see, where they let Vaughn surprise his mom with all new electronics.
Hey, Mom, we're here to set up the ultimate mom cave.
Well, come on in. Hey, don't scuff up the floor. A little to the left. Wait, a little to the right.
Check it out.
That's pretty cool.
Hope you love your mom cave.
Now, Vaughn customizing her mom cave made him love his normal job so much that even though he continued playing in the NFL, Vaughn made sure to rep the Geeks when he showed up to a red carpet event with an actual Geek Squad car. But let's be real, that whip's ugly, and there's no way Vaughn could see me in a race. And honestly, his normal job definitely wasn't as funny as when NFL players spent their days working at a fast food place. Justin Fields, Sauce Gardner, Jalen Ramsey, Steve Smith, and more all got jobs working in different restaurants. Starting with Justin, even though he's usually a football player who's throwing, he got a job at Dunkin'.
Justin Fields reporting for the first day at work. Let's do it.
This definitely ain't a surprise, cause dude's always eating and drinking their stuff. Justin's shift started with him washing his hands, unlike most employees. Regardless though, he was whipping up coffees, and even his team knew he got another job, so they trolled him a bit.
You wanna eat? Avocado toast? You want a sandwich? What do you want? A donut? Okay, I got you.
But after all of that, it turned out that Justin was messing up people's orders.
Hey, how you doing? Here's your macchiato skin with whatever you got. Have a good one.
Supposed to be on ice.
So because of that, his colleagues put him on drive-thru duty, where you could tell Justin was already fiending to give up the job, because dude took off his uniform to work in his jersey. At this point, fans were recognizing him and trying to take pics. But something Dunkin' doesn't have that Raising Cane's does is sauce. Sauce Gardner not only is the perfect name for a fast food employee, he and another NFL star pulled up to work at their favorite chicken spot.
Chicken. Which combo you picking? This is Sauce Gardner.
Here's where the boys started their shifts doing what I do, maxing on their food. They also even played football with the food, then eventually got to work. From taking orders at the register,
Oh, your total gonna be $9.85.
to working the drive-thru.
Thank you, come again.
I don't know what was funnier, them working, or the fact that dudes had diamonds on while doing all that. How did anybody believe these guys were real employees? In the end though, they knew they were bad at the job and were even joking about getting fired.
First job. They said they might fire me after today.
Yeah, I'm quitting today. I'm quitting tonight.
So after they said all of that, it's no wonder that Raising Cane's hired some other NFL players to replace them. But I don't know if it was any better though, because Baker Mayfield was caught drinking on the job, and Jalen Ramsey couldn't even take orders right.
Yeah, how can I take your order? Huh?
Now, alright, as unhealthy as fast food is, working at Taco Bell actually saved another NFL player's life. Nobody really took Steve Smith's job that seriously. After all, dude was always hyped to be there and would be using his football knowledge to draw up game plans for other employees. Steve was the most excited person I've ever seen to whip up some food that makes people shit themselves.
We got burritos to make, tacos to make, and we gotta stack this cheddar. Let's go! Come on, people!
He took turns working every job, including stocking the ice machine.
We got the ice! Ice up!
He'd take orders at the drive-thru.
We just ran your credit card and said it's stolen.
He'd even clean dishes.
Hey, Steve, I thought I told you had to take your 30.
Hey, I got trays to clean, man. I'm a machine. I just knock it out.
Sometimes you just gotta take a break.
All right, Walter. Fine.
But the reason Steve loved his Taco Bell job so much was something he kept secret for a while, until he admitted it's the only reason he's still alive today. Because one day Steve had to clock in for a shift, and it saved him from being shot.
But I got in a fight in practice with a teammate in junior college, and he took that L. He got mollywopped, and on Fridays, I would work because I didn't have class, so I would work at Taco Bell. And then on Saturday mornings, I'll catch the bus about 4 o'clock in the morning, go up there, work from 6 o'clock till about 2:30, and then go to school. We play night games. But what happened was Friday, I didn't make walkthrough because I was working as usual. But oh boy, he was waiting in my locker area with a pistol. Basically basically to shoot. But the fact of the matter is, I didn't show up that day because on Fridays, I didn't have to do the walkthrough because I was working. Where some people look at it as a curse, you know, you got to work fast food. But for me, when I really look back at it, it was a gift.
Man, so maybe working at a fast food place ain't bad after all. Until you realize the average salary of a Taco Bell employee is only $29,000. But there's another NFL player who went from making millions to working one of the worst normal jobs ever. The downfall of Greg Hardy being on top of the NFL world and falling apart until he was working a 9 to 5, it just isn't talked about enough, man. We're talking about a dude who was good enough to make a Pro Bowl while being on one of the best teams in the league at the time, the Panthers. As fast as his career was going up though, everything came crashing down. Literally. When rumors came out that he was speeding in a motorcycle and got into an accident. Then instead of learning his lesson from that, not long after, he leaked a pic of himself speeding in a Bentley over 100 miles an hour. And just when I thought I seen it all, news broke that Greg got arrested for assaulting his girl. This was unacceptable to the Panthers regardless of how good of a player he was. So headlines came out that at the end of the season, they wouldn't be re-signing Greg. Now, he luckily made his way to the Cowboys after that, where even though he was making plays, Greg's behavior got even more out of control when he damn near fought coaches, caused locker room issues, and sent out insensitive tweets like when someone tweeted a pic of two players saying Twin Towers, which Greg replied, "Didn't the Twin Towers get blown up?" and laughed out loud. Now, laughing at one of America's biggest tragedies while literally being on America's team was the final straw for Greg, so they dropped his ass faster than they got him. And from that point on, nobody ever wanted him on their team, so he was forced into retirement after making $18 million. If only he'd saved some of that money though, because it was clearly running out when his Bentley was randomly found abandoned, and he was being sued for not making car payments on that or his Ferrari. Dude really had whips like these, and now barely had any money left. So Greg had no choice but to put aside his ego and get a normal job at Walmart. Now, Greg wasn't stocking shelves or bagging groceries like other NFL legends would do when they'd work at stores.
Like this?
Oh, dude, come on.
Unlike them, Greg was forced to do a different grocery store job when he became a Walmart Spectrum greeter. You know, one of those annoying ass people who stand by the electronics trying to get your attention to sell stuff that creates combos like this.
Excuse me, man, what do you have service with?
I'm fine, thank you though.
Okay.
All right, thank you. The fuck? How you get up here so fast?
I got that Charter Spectrum speed, bitch. Now I'm gonna ask you this one more time. Who do you have service with?
Now that's hilarious, but Greg definitely wasn't laughing when he went on Instagram Live as he showed up to work and called it the worst job ever.
I gotta keep it real with y'all, man. I don't know how the fuck y'all do this 9 to 5 shit, bro. I thought like I had it hard being a celebrity and shit. Every athlete, every basketball player, every football player, fuck them niggas. Make all that goddamn money. Boy, go to a real job. That shit real. These niggas done turned me into one of the motherfucking Walmart Spectrum greeters, nigga. How you gonna turn your boy into a goddamn Spectrum greeter? I'm out here selling packages and shit. I'm trying to get it together, bro. I ain't bring my weed pen. I ain't bring nothing, so I'm just out here. I'm definitely fucking quitting, though. This is terrible. Worst job ever.
Dude was heated. God damn. I would be too, though, if I went from making millions in the NFL annoying players on the field to only $50,000 a year annoying people at Walmart. Instead, I never made the NFL and only work at Walmart. Sir, your total is $69.69, cash or credit. Anyways, there's only one more NFL star who works a normal job that's worth hearing about. Taylor Swift's daddy, Travis Kelce. All jokes aside though, him working a normal job isn't only one of the most emotional stories in NFL history. It only happened because he was caught with something illegal.
I was down there partying, drinking, smoking, trying to enjoy life and doing things that I wasn't supposed to be doing.
These days, Travis kind of makes a joke out of the job he was doing by filming skits as a telemarketer.
Oh, come on. All right, here, if you sign up today, I'll give you Juju's phone number and his address.
But doing a job like that wasn't always fun and games. Before being forced to get a normal job like that, Travis was doing everything he could to not be a normal person by playing college football and trying to go pro. He was easily becoming a star, so everything seemed to be going perfectly. But playing in one of the biggest party cities in America, on Bourbon Street in New Orleans, had Travis get caught up having a little too much fun.
I was down there partying, drinking, smoking, trying to enjoy life and doing things that I wasn't supposed to be doing. And the NCAA came with a drug test, and my heart literally just sunk right to the floor.
Yeah, he tested positive for having the devil's lettuce in his system, a violation that wasn't only against NCAA rules, it was illegal. Now, I ain't gonna act like I don't be doing all that, but that one decision ruined Kelce's life.
Son, you're off the team. I'm taking your scholarship. You'll never play a down of football here at the University of Cincinnati again. That kind of stuff is inexcusable, and I will not tolerate it on my football team.
This is exactly how I reacted.
Travis hit rock bottom, and with no money or no idea what to do next, he reached out to the only person he thought could help, his older brother Jason.
I kind of asked him to move in with me so I could keep a closer eye on him and maybe he would take things a little bit more serious.
My brother came in like he was Superman. I don't know what the heck he told him. I don't know what he said. Midway through the spring ball that year, I got a call from Coach Jones and he said, come meet me in my office. He told me I had to maintain a 3.0. I had to not miss a single class, which at that time in my life was unheard of. I had to find a way to pay for school.
He started working as like a telemarketer to try and raise money. I truly feel like that was like one of the best things that's ever happened to him, because up until that point, he hadn't really been through like a major adverse situation to like have to overcome something and have to work hard to get back in the good graces of the coaches.
So in order to redeem himself and be able to pay for his tuition, Travis worked as a healthcare telemarketer answering customers' calls. And although telemarketing wasn't the worst job in the world, here's where Travis said people would yell at him about the government stealing their money. He only made $8 an hour, was depressed, and also, I had never sat down and tried to earn a living like that. That's not to hit on anybody's 9 to 5. That's just not for me. The light at the end of the tunnel was that if I do what I'm supposed to do instead of being a knucklehead, I can have a way better life than this. And that realization obviously helped, because not only did it push Travis to not take his opportunity for granted and become a better football player than ever, eventually he made it official that he never had to work a normal job again by getting drafted to the NFL, becoming one of the greatest tight ends in league history, and is nowadays signing contracts worth over $56 million, all because he was motivated by that normal job. No wonder why Kelce's out here buying things like this. And that ain't even the craziest way an NFL player spent their first check. There's players buying Transformers, illegal Pokemon cards. One NFL player even bought something that made him shit himself. And he ain't the only one doing all of that. I need to change my underwear, so if you ain't trying to smell that, click the video.